medium cappuccino. Hey, thank you. Dang it, no cup holders. Where the hell do I put this thing? One hand. Got our morning coffee from McDonald's, of course. That's how you do things nowadays. Can't go to a cafe because that's illegal. No cafes are even open, so again, as usual, this car has some issues that we need to fix up, and that's what we're gonna do today. Exhaust is leaking bad. Some of the lights have gone out, so I need to replace those too. First, we're gonna enjoy this delicious McDonald's coffee. I actually don't know where to put this coffee. I could put it here, but it's gonna fall. This is my cup holder. We just got home, and the reason why I got myself a Macca's coffee this morning is because I was walking upstairs and I tripped over, as you do every now and then. So I had to go pick up myself a coffee because I couldn't be bothered making another one because I was so butthurt. Like I said, today we're gonna start replacing some of the lights on the MR2 because they've gone out. Pretty boring stuff, I know. The rear lights as well, which I've pointed out plenty of times. I'm well aware of it. One of these has gone out. I think this brake light over here has gone out, but we're gonna get a modification done for that whole rear end soon, so I'm probably not going to replace it today. I know it's kind of illegal not replacing the lights, but should be right. And of course, one of the annoying things, we also now need to fix the exhaust leak. So I know exactly where the exhaust leak is coming from. It's coming from the top of the headers on the bank closest towards the driver, so we need to figure out what gasket sits there or if the bolts just come loose. So that means I have to jack up the car all the way up again and get underneath. For you guys, it's only going to take like 30 seconds or so. Car's up on jack stands. I'm gonna turn the car on and rev it a bit so you guys can kind of try to hear where the exhaust leak is from. The only problem with doing that is it's gonna make the exhaust nice and hot, so it's not gonna be easy to work on, so we'll have to leave it for a while, but I'll try to show you where the leak's coming from. Just down in there. Oh, it's really deep in there actually. That's the exhaust pipe right there, and it's just leaking from where the headers are. So for example, on Lachlan's engine over here, this is the engine. Actually, it'll be probably this way. So this is where I sit, just in front of here. There's a leak just coming from where the headers come out to. So just on that Y pipe over there. Hopefully the camera can pick it up, but there's like a little flapping noise that you can hear. So when I put my hand there and I rev it, I can feel like a little bit of pressure coming out. So it's definitely coming from that location. I've now got the Y pipe out, and we're just having a look at these gaskets over here, and you can see on this gasket that there's a little bit of black here, which means that the exhaust gas is almost escaping because it's obviously not touching the edge here, but here you can see that it's like pretty much going to this bit where the bolt is, so that's not good at all. That means that this gasket is leaking. And we also found out that if we look here where I was thinking that it was leaking, you can see that there's a lot of black buildup. There's a lot of soot and exhaust gas or whatever. You can see that it's escaping through that little bolt there, and the gasket on it just underneath the car now is, yep, we can see here that is 100% a bad gasket. You can see right there that it's escaping just at the edge where the bolt goes. So that must be the reason why we're hearing a leak. So I'm going to pick up 2 brand new gaskets from Repco and try to fix this because this is extremely annoying. Gasket just feels like shit as well. The hardware that we're using as well is pretty inconsistent all around the car. There's like 15 and 14 millimeter bolts all around, so I'm going to pick up some new hardware. Got some brand new bolts over here, which I used for my old exhaust. The exhaust bolts that were currently on there were just random bolts hanging around the shop where I got the exhaust done. I'm going to pick up some more of these as well. I also want to show you something underneath the car as well. Yikes, it's deep down here. I also discovered something as well. You see that stud just there? This stud on the side where it's hitting the shifter cables. That stud isn't really screwed all the way in. You can see that compared to this stud over here on the left, that it's like all the way screwed down. Come on, camera. This one over there, I can't really get a focus on it, but that stud over there is not screwed all the way in, so that could be the issue here. So I'm gonna try to get rid of that stud and replace it with 2 bolts because I hate dealing with studs, or whatever you want to call it. We're gonna take the BMW today. Whee! I honestly love driving this thing. It's such a nice car to drive, but it is pretty damn slow. I'll give you that. It's slow as hell. Ooh. Okay, this is flat to the floor. You ready? So slow. Oh my goodness. A to B, guys. A to B. So that was pretty easy. I'm not sponsored by Repco, but I always get all my parts from Repco and they always just serve me really well, and it's the preferred place that I go to because they just always have stuff in stock. Super Cheap Auto is also good, but it's a little bit further away from me, I guess. So I got the gaskets and I also got the bolts as well. Time to head back and fix my exhaust leak. I'm pretty confident that I know exactly how to do it now that we got all the right parts. Flat foot. Oh, 80, 90. Oh, one hundo. And we're back, guys. So here we are. We have our brand new gaskets, looking really nice. A good tip is to always put some silicone around them, just in case there's any, you know, bits sticking up, I don't know. But it's a good way to prevent leaks, so just do it. It's not pretty, but it works. We also have our new hardware, like I showed you. We're gonna put this thing back together and hopefully fix the exhaust leak. We now have the new gaskets on, as you can see. Like I said, I've just put some RTV silicone around the back end. I'm gonna put some on the top as well. There's one side. And boom, look at that. Looking nice and fresh. Hopefully it doesn't fall off when I'm trying to put this in the car, but yeah. That was not fun at all. That was like 2 hours of me around to try to get that bolt in. If I had like a lift, it would be so much easier. So if any of you guys want to sponsor me a lift, hit me up. We're now going to pack up because we're going to try to let that silicone dry for as long as possible. And then we'll see if we've got any leaks. I'm pretty sure we'll all be good. But let's pack up. Now the next day of getting the exhaust all sealed up. Everything's working really well. I took it for a test drive last night. Oh geez, look what we have here. Ooh! Sylvia. What?
Am I in a good spot?
Yeah, you're fine.
Goodbye.
My favorite part.
Someone corrected me in the video. It's checker plate, not corrugated iron. So thank you, whoever that was. Keyboard warrior. Thanks.
So I said that we're going to replace the backlight. We're not going to do that in today's video. Nathan and I are going to get another coffee for this video, but we're going to replace that broken daytime running light, the little side light thingo. So yeah, I think it's the driver's side that's out. So yeah.
Can you give it to me? I'll record it.
That sounds sick. Nice, do you like it?
Yes.
Woo! Hello. So I've just been editing the video. I'm nearly finished with it. I don't even know what to title this thing to get you guys to click it. Gotta get some premium clickbait for it. But it's relatively interesting, but I didn't install the lights. I forgot to do that. So I'm getting my ass up off the seat and we're gonna go back down to the garage and install those lights. I've been sitting in my glove box for like 2 weeks now. So let's get back in the garage. All right. Whoa. What is that? Cute little slippers. Here in my garage, we have a Camry engine, we have a Camry engine, we have a Camry engine, a Camry engine. Me, I'm gonna be like known as the Camry guy, I swear to God. If you haven't been watching the previous videos on this whole entire series of us installing stuff on this engine and building it ourselves in our own garage, in my parents' garage, then you need to go watch those videos because Lachlan and I are going through a whole process of building an entire engine. Not really rebuilding, just reconditioning, as Maxi Boy said. But yeah, this thing has seen so much progress in the past couple of weeks and I'm super excited to get this thing finally started. Hopefully it does start because it has been put together together by just us and we're just using some crazy cheap gaskets, but yeah, should be right. If you haven't been watching, this is a 1MZ FE. It's got some yellow rocker covers. It's been sealed from the bottom upwards. It still needs a lot of work, and I'm super excited to get it into Lachlan's Benke MR2. I've just stuck with the name. It was a meme at the start, but I think that we're just going to keep calling it the Benke. So it's this light, this park light that's gone out. To my knowledge, when I'm driving, I can see like the reflection of all my lights in other cars. I can see that this one keeps going in and out. So it could be just because the bulb is a little bit loose, but we're gonna replace it anyway, just in case. I don't like that stuff. Oops. So now you decide to work, huh? Now you decide to work. We're gonna take this boy out anyway. Now, being a 90s Jap car, it's relatively simple to get these lights out. All you need is a plastic tool and a screwdriver. Job well done. I do have some mods coming from the MR2 soon. They're coming from MR2 Heaven. Big shout out to them. They've been supporting the channel for quite a while now. Thank you very much, Ravi. Had a good phone call with him. The mods will be coming very soon. They're shipping from America, and the shipping right now is a little bit shitty, so expect that to come soon. We also have an exciting nighttime mod for the MR2. Just bring you around here. So one of the things that really annoys me about MR2s is the tail lights. So what happens is you turn your lights on, only one light out of these two is lit up at nighttime. And it kind of is really weird because you only see two of them sort of lit up when you put your foot on the brake. It's not the best. So what we're gonna do is do a modification which is pretty popular with MR2s. We're gonna have both of those lights come on at the same time. Hopefully that mod comes soon. It's coming from China, so that's gonna take, I thought I'd just let you know that the stuff happening to the MR2 is just taking a lot of time with all this stuff that's happening, and I'm sorry, and yeah. It's crazy sometimes how I put things off because it's just such an effort with this car because it's so low and it's just hard to work on, but it's always so damn rewarding. Like, I was putting that exhaust thing off for weeks. I didn't want to touch it because I knew I'd have to get under the car and spend like half an hour trying to get that bolt in. Actually, it took even longer than that, but the result was well worth it. We have no exhaust leaks now. The car sounds even better than what it sounded like in those previous videos with all the exhaust stuff happening. Damn, I love this car. So good, so good. You guys also seem to like all the drive videos of a camera on my head, so if you want to see more of that stuff, let me know down below. And I think we'll leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.